Okay, well, this is brand new information here. Let's go ahead and go live, folks. This is going to seem a little weird to some of you, or maybe just all of you, because I'm actually live on Instagram and YouTube at the same time, which I don't really know how dumb that is. What I'm fascinated by, though, is that people who are on Instagram are already here, just like popping in, and on the YouTube is where people usually are popping in. We'll give them a second. I think YouTube is definitely lagged behind a little bit as far as the difference between the YouTube time and the Instagram time. So we will see how this goes. Now I cannot. Holy cow! All the things popping up here on Instagram. I'm like, what am I supposed to be able to read that stuff that fast? Guys, Salisbury, Inflation Thief Blur, thanks for coming here. And then over on the YouTube side, Kevin, thanks for joining us. So this is maybe like the worst idea I've had. No. I've had a lot worse ideas. So Aaron, thanks for coming. SBA fan, thanks for coming. So I'm live, simulcasting live from Carson City, the city that's so nice. It had two names, actually, Carson and City. Is that two names? Maybe, maybe not. So hey to all the people out there. Nice to see everybody. I am here today just to go live for a little while and report on Carson City. And of course, next week we'll have a full report on the show. Typically, after I do a coin show, I go ahead and do a full report on the show and on the region and other things like that. So go ahead and stop on in here. And if you've got questions or comments about anything related to Carson City, coin collecting, or the coin show, pop in and say hi. I disappear for half a second. See, I need like the big gold chain so I can just hang the little CoinGeek logo there. So I know it's a late night for people who live where it's late right now. Sorry, folks. One of these days I will do something that is not considered to be a late night, but found out that there's at least 4 time zones that the continental USA is in, 4 time zones. Yeah, there you go. So here we are in time zone farthest to the west. So you guys on the East Coast, I'm sorry, it's probably 9:53 where you're at. Here it is 6:53, and I'm having a good time here. So yeah, coming up on 10 p.m. See, I have this weird perception of people on the East Coast that you guys don't go to bed till like 11:30 to 12:30 anyways, because your sporting events, like when they're broadcast live, it seems like they're always on the other side of the world there. All right, so any of you guys been to Carson City before? Thank you on the shirt comment. You can't even see the shirt that well from the YouTube side, but on the Instagram side, maybe you can see a little bit better. We've got lots of spaceships going on here. That was my big thing that I said this year. I'm going to try to dress nicer, and by that I mean I'm just going to try to buy shirts that don't look like they're from the 80s still. Although here I am with a shirt with the 80s motifs anyways. So there is that. All right, now on to the show. Talk a little bit about the coin market and talk a little bit about the Carson City, Nevada. Just a quick overview. Danny asking if do I have any Mexican coin videos? Yes, I do. Just if you're on YouTube, you can probably go to the channel and then search just within the channel, just search Mexican or Mexico. All right, so I'm not in Area 51, Donald, not yet anyways. I'll be 51 before you know it though, so just hang in there and we'll all party together. Let's see here, so lots of questions already. Are there any framed up Carson City bags? Well, as a matter of fact, there are. Did I buy any? No. But I'll probably put up a few Instagram posts from the from Northern Nevada Coin, and Northern Nevada Coin has a lot of really cool stuff. And amongst those things that Northern Nevada Coin has is a mint sewn bag from Carson City, Nevada, from the Carson City Mint, and a 36 starred flag. So that's something that's pretty epic. So lots of fun stuff there. So the show was held at the Carson City Mint, which is a state museum. One of the first things that I learned coming here is that Carson City is the state capital of Nevada. Maybe I already knew that. Maybe I didn't. We'll talk more about state capitals in a minute. But it only has 50,000 people in it. In Nevada, just a little bit over a couple million, and about half of them live in Las Vegas. And then between, Reno, which is about 30 minutes away, which is if you want to get to Carson City, you probably fly into Reno if you're flying. You're looking at about a half an hour from Reno. And so Reno, Carson City, and the areas kind of nearby make up a good quarter of the rest of the population. And it's just this super cool, quaint little town in the mountains. And the numismatic history is just stunning. And it's it's very good. The comments from the peanut gallery are just always epic here. So I'll try to keep rolling without getting too distracted. But I'm already too distracted. Carson City Mint. I'm going to actually probably ask the people who are live on Instagram. Is it rude to ask you guys to go over YouTube? Is that rude? All right, I'm going to try to stay on both. Here we go. Back to the show. So Carson City Mint, the Mint's a beautiful old building. Carson City has a ton of beautiful old buildings all the way throughout it. It's very picturesque. It reminds me a lot of lots of parts of northern Arizona. You got about 50,000 people here. You're at about, I think, 4,500 feet in elevation, and it literally smelled sweet. The air literally smelled sweet when I got here, and not only that, but when you walk, people actually stop at the crosswalk for you to cross. Now that's in the downtown section where the speed limit is 25, but still, I thought, man, I stepped back in time. How have I never been here before? And you're talking about a show that had only 12 dealers at it, and had this is what I would call a boutique show. Had 12 dealers, and I was able to be one of them, which is really, really fun and kind of exciting. And it's just a small wing of the museum. The museum is the state museum, so for people who live here or come to Nevada and don't think about coins like you or I might, they just consider it the state museum at the state capitol. And people literally were like, oh, was this also the mint? It's like, oh man. So for coin people out there, let me just say right now, for all you coin people out there, this is a show you're going to want to come to in the coming years. I'm very hopeful. It may get moved into August, the August time frame, and hopefully from the August time frame, I'll still be able to attend, because I'm really looking forward to being able to bring friends and family and just have a good time in a beautiful, beautiful area. I did not get to go up to Virginia City, which is like 25, 30 minutes from Carson City. And for those of you who don't know much about mining or coin history, this entire area was just replete with history. Can I say that? This entire area is like one of the core historical places for anyone who's into numismatics, coin collecting. All of our money came from here. So Charlie's asking if they have coins on display at museum. They have every Carson City coin minted except for two, and I don't mean like the millions of coins they minted over the years. I mean they have an example of every coin minted at the museum minus two. And so that was just like something very cool to look at. They also have the original mint, one of the original mint, actual mint presses that was first arrived in 1870 at the Carson City Mint, and I got to use. I didn't get to push the button or the buttons, but I would like to. That would have been fun. But I did get to make some medals, so that was kind of cool. And I'm just gonna see here if we can get the the chat to show up. I don't know what these buttons do. What am I about to do here? I don't even know what these buttons do up here. So everyone wants me to push the people on YouTube. So my Instagram folks, the people on YouTube want me to push this button back here. But it's really funny because it really looks like something special. And that's the button. And we're not going to push the button. So there. That's it. There's going to be 20,000 comments on my YouTube stream about pushing the stinking button. It's never crossed the streams. It's not never push the button. That's different. All right. So Charlie, I know who that is. Charlie, thank you for writing. Charlie. That was nice. So Charlie sent a letter. I appreciate it. I'd let Salisbury Coin saying he'd love to have a canceled die from the Carson City Mint. As would I. As would I. They've got some pretty epic stuff just to look at. The history is amazing. I found out so much about the Carson City Mint while I was there, and everybody needs to come to Carson City. Next year, I'm going to, like I said, assuming it fits in my schedule, I'm going to be promoting the heck out of the place and just say, hey, come on down. Because it's not all about the dealers in buying coins and selling coins. It's just being able to be here, be in the area, experience what the Old West was about, where all the coins came from that we collect so readily, and just finding out things like the Carson City press that they have at the mint still actually was used to strike coins later in San Francisco, and then after that in Denver, and then it went back to Carson City again. So if you have coins, I don't remember the time periods. I got to listen again back to my interview with the guy, and just what time periods, but coins from I think like the 50s in Denver, in the 40s and 30s in San Francisco. I had no idea that same mint press produced coins from at least 3 different mints, and it did go back to Philadelphia for a hot second, but it did not. I don't think it was actually used when it was in the Philadelphia area. So, anyways, I've never been to the New Orleans Mint, and I hear that you can tour it. I don't know if some of the things shut down for a while during COVID, and others did not, and others opened back up. I don't know which mints are available, but next year, God willing, y'all come on down to Carson City. We're gonna have a good time, and maybe we'll find out a special way or two to get together. That's kind of the concept I'm working on. All right, now it's your turn to talk, folks. I really wish that I could actually see the comments up here, because I would love to be able to actually read what you guys are saying and read, react, and respond, because I really enjoyed doing that. All right, so yeah, Spectacular saying that you don't want to see the comments. Thank you. That's so fair. That's so fair right now. This is I haven't been done a live stream in a long time, and suddenly I got an accent just by showing up here. We 81 people, 3 likes. Okay, I got people are liking the videos. Thank you. What is the neatest CC coin that you saw at the show? That one's kind of tough, because there's so many neat Carson City coins at the show, and so many of them are very rare and elusive. And the neatest coin that I saw that was a Carson City coin, I saw while at the show. I didn't get to see in person. All right, so for those of you who don't know, the government found bags of coins in their vaults in the 60s and 70s, packaged them all up, sold them. They're in these holders. They call them GSA holders. And so they are traditionally in like a hard plastic pack, the same ones that you see Eisenhower dollars come in, right? So, but they also made some softer vinyl ones that the Eisenhower, the blue packs come in. I saw a 79cc circulated like VF coin in a GSA soft pack, and I thought, that's just wild and crazy stuff. What does GSA stand for? All right, here we go. That's right. It's been too long already. Government. I agree with the first word. It's government. Government. Did they not have CC coins on display at the Carson City Mint? Yes, they have them on display. They still have them on display. They're just behind a cage. You can't reach in and touch them or grab them. General Services Administration. That is correct. We got a bunch of winners here. You all win a prize. I don't know what it is yet, but it's something. So my biggest disappointment in Carson City was the fact that, do you know when you guys travel and you go places and there'll be a letter either corresponding to the state or the town on the side of the mountain? So like in Tucson, it's funny because we have a mountain. It actually has a big A on the mountain. In Phoenix, they also have a mountain for it, a. So, but no T for Tucson, no P for Pahonix. It's just a mountain, and they have their own a mountain. Ours is much better, of course. And so, but a lot of places it'll have the letter. So like you go to Douglas, there's a D. You go to Benson, there's a B. Well, here in Carson City, there's a C on the mountain, and there's just one C. And I'm like, why is there just one C? There should be two C's, right? We need the Carson City. So I'm going to start. I mean, the real big push for everything here is I'm going to need all your support is to get the Carson City. I can't. My hands face the same direction, or the opposite direction. I need a Carson City. I want a CC on that mountain, and that's I think that's like my next really important goal in life. That's got to be it. So um, anyway, so I love all coins, not just Carson City Bitcoins, but still, even having said that, being here is just like a really cool special thing uh, to be and to see. How many vendors signed up for your show? Tom Baker's asking that question. Tom, good question. So um, we've got at that show that's coming to Tucson already. I mean, there's Americana, myself, Michael Greenwood, who was there from Casa Grande, Alan, Northern Nevada Coin. All those guys are already coming. All good coins from Utah. That's Tavish. So a lot of the guys that were there, but also um, I've got about 3 or 4 other guys that were in that room out of the 12 that are considering it. And except for the one guy who was like, Tucson, are you serious? I don't want to travel. It's like, okay. Well, I told him I came all the way here to see you guys. He didn't care. That's just how the world works. So, all right. How many coins off of fresh dice typically grade Dimple? If you want to know more about Dimple coins, so there's a question about the Dimples. So a Dimple is a coin that when it comes off of the presses has such a high finish that has a mirror finish to it, reflectivity. It looks like a mirror, and so if it has a really deep reflectivity, they call it a deep mirror proof, like, or a Dimple is an abbreviation for it. And I think what you can do is you can kind of pull PCGS and NGC pop reports for certain dates and see what percentage of coins are Dimple and kind of do the math on that. Some people here are saying that it's like the first 100 coins. If you look at proof coins, you will see that some of the early proof coins, I'm thinking like V nickels, things like that from the late 1800s, early 1900s, and you see production rates of 1,000 coins or less, and then you start looking at how many actually have a cameo designation and how many don't have a cameo, and the majority of the coins don't have a cameo, and only a handful have cameo, and a lot of them. I'm getting special requests via text to push the button behind me now. This is crazy. So, I'm supposed to do this just to get the chat to be quiet. You guys, do you understand what a light switch looks like? Is that enough for you? Are you happy now? If I turn off another switch, hold on, ready? Is that better? Who brought the wine and like flowers, chocolates, wine and chocolates? There we go. That's better. Now let's get back on with the show, please. Thank you. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. Now there's not going to be any more chats. Thank you. Um, a very a very small percentage of coins probably come out Dimple, because even in the proof coins where they make 1,000 coins, you see 100 of them maybe with the cameo and deep cameo, so like a 10% clip. But also it's a 10% clip when there's 1,000 being made. So to the original point that maybe 100 coins are coming off a press, Dimple, that could be true. All right, still celebrating birthdays. Yeah, we did celebrate some birthdays while we're here. There's a birthday next week, and I may have bought something drinky for the individual who's having a birthday. So, all right. So global warming, cold change. Okay, so speaking of global warming. The climate here is lovely, and so I can understand if we do the show in August that it'll be warm, but right now you had lows in the mid 40s and highs in the mid 70s. This is like somewhat like Tucson in January. But if I'm being honest, because I'm here, I'm totally charmed by this place. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't be able to survive the winter. Because if it's already January weather and we're September, that's 1 minus 9 carry the 3. There's like another 4 months of like coldening off. It'll get colder. So that's the next step here. So, all right. What was fun about the show is it was interesting because so the show is hosted by the Mint Museum, by the museum. It's not called the Mint Museum, it's called the Museum, and Northern Nevada Coin. So Alan Rose helped set this up. He only had a couple months to kind of put some stuff together. And so the museum didn't have it anywhere to advertise locally. And so it was really interesting to see all the different people who showed up and how they got there, why they were there. And so I'm thankful for you who came up and said hi. A lot of you guys saw some of the posts that we had either through our email or on Instagram or YouTube, and a couple of you showed up for that. A lot of people were just in the area. Some of you, I think, saw it on NGC's website, maybe. It was kind of all over the place. But a lot of you said hi. Thank you. If you see me at a show, do say hi and just let me know if you watch my videos or not. It's good for me to be able to say hi and thank you for watching. And the other things I learned a lot about geography. Did you know that Carson City is the capital of Nevada? Also, Sacramento is the capital of this place called California. Also, I think I'm like 2 minutes from California here. It's only 2 hours to Sacramento. So a number of the dealers and a lot of the individuals who came here were from Sacramento. So a lot of individuals from the Central Valley and from Sacramento area drove to Carson City for the show. So this is very, very fun to see the people traveling from different areas and just to come to see the area and to see a show. All right. Someone had asked me about how the coin market is or was is a good question. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. The coin market is good. And what I mean by that is there's still plenty of people that collect coins that will collect coins. The market will always be shifting and changing. And the idea that we're supposed to have like some type of market that's just always going up, 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 and up, that's just probably not going to be a thing. Going up and down is really the thing. So we're going to see a lot of things that have gone up in price during COVID come down in price. We've seen that already. But if you watch the YouTube channel, we talk about stuff like that. And it is definitely something that is not anything that people should worry about. My commentary on the market currently has a lot to do with the fact that the economy is always in flux too, right? There's the people who are doing your own, you look at the coin market, but then there's your personal economy. All right. So if you have a job and are employed, then, you're not as the same situation as the people who aren't employed. And there's a question about how the economy and the market and the coin market and bullion are all related. Talk about that in a second. I'll talk about bullion in a second. But what I'm getting at is that if people are really nervous about the economy, they might spend less money. Generally speaking, if people still have money to spend, they still will. So people can talk about the economy all they want to through all of the themes that they look at. But if you don't have any money, the economy sucks. If you have money, the economy probably doesn't suck, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what someone on the news says. Go out and look and see what's happening in the world around you. You can go and look and find out whether or not people are spending money or not. So, and it'll always fluctuate. So I am, sorry guys. I think, listen, Spectacular, you're gonna have to get your own podcast or something, brother. I'm just telling you right now. He's coming up here and just, oh, he's one of my top 20 favorite coin dealers. Interviews. He's Spectacular. He does already have a show, and he does bullion and stuff, and he's had me on his podcast, his YouTube channel. So much funny. So the gold and silver market are fascinating because the gold market is clearly not being driven by consumer support, at least not consumer support from what I can tell, people who normally are selling gold aren't. Not that much, right? They're mostly just buying it up, buying it up, buying it up because the consumers are dumping it. So what happens when the gold and silver prices really start to rise up is it drives the bottom stuff in the coin market up, and it really hurts parts of the market, in my opinion. Like, lots of the collector gold coins. Like, I know dealers that won't do any gold coins anyways, just because, and like ever, not just recently, but they just wouldn't buy gold coins if they didn't have to, because they don't like when this stuff happens. Because the next thing that happens is gold goes from 2,000 to 2,600 in a 3 or 4, 5 month period, and now people are jumping out of the marketplace, and it's very volatile, and a lot of dealers prefer to just deal with numismatics only. So the silver market hasn't done as much to, I think, change things in the coin market. But when I look at guys with stacks of $20 gold pieces, but no one's really buying them, it's just a very different market. And I still kind of wonder if people are melting a lot of coins. Um, you know, I think that, I wonder if people still melt coins. I don't know if they do. Spectacular's asking if I'll go on the show again. Yeah, we'll do something again. That was fun. I always enjoy. It's just fun. Someone asked me if I will talk with them. Yeah, that's a hard one to figure out. What's Ben gonna say? Anyway, I shouldn't say it that way because that's not exactly true. But Jose, welcome aboard. Good to have you here. Too much fun. I might be hopping off of the Instagram live stream here and just concentrate on not being able to read all these comments coming at me fast and furious. Am I going to Baltimore in November? I am planning on being at Baltimore in November, and I will be there as a media person if I do go, which I'm planning on it. I will not be going with coins. So yes, I hope to see anyone on the East Coast. So this is your chance to say hi. I plan on being in Baltimore in November. Other than that, if you don't know what my travel schedule is, because I posted on Instagram and I posted on my YouTube and I say things here and there, but there's no way that you'll get all of it. If you go to oldpublicoin.com, and there should be a place to put in your email address. I send out just like a little email once every quarter, 6 weeks, sometimes monthly, depends on if we get busy with other things. And I will post a schedule of the places I will be. It is like all over the place as far as where I will be. I'm just kind of trying to not overlap too many things at once. So I'm trying to mostly stay home actually over the next 18 months, if you will. But, just long enough to have 2 babies, 18 months. All right, so Baltimore, I don't plan on getting to Texas. I have nothing planned for Texas. I've got the Scottsdale show coming up and Baltimore coming up, and I might do the Vegas PCGS show if they have it there. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. All right, I'm gonna see if I can turn off the. If you guys are, I'm sorry for the 6 of you who are currently on Instagram. Go over to YouTube, please, and find me there because this is so disjointed. Do you think that the past results are indicating a future? Question, and are you going to the fun show? Hop over to YouTube, I'll answer your questions. And I think I hit the X button to turn this off. Maybe it worked. Did it work? I think it ended. Okay, so past performance, future performance. Let's go. All right, so I feel more concentrated already. When it comes to gold and silver and coin collecting, I don't think that either of those things have a past performance as a very 100% clear predictor of the future. There are things that I think generally hold true over time that I think will hold true over time, and that includes real popular dated coins continuing to go up in value over time. So that, as an example, 1909 SVDB, 89 Carson City dollar, on and on and on. My Tucson show is January 17th and 18th at the Casino del Sol. Go to TucsonCoinShow.com. There are a bunch of stuff there. Some things in there that are not accurate, but the date is the 17th and 18th. I don't really have any exposés at this time yet for the show, but we'll figure it out. So the other question is, am I going to the fun show? The fun show I am not going to this year. maybe 2026. I have all of my dealer friends have told me, and all of you guys have told me, Fun Show's the best show of the year. You got to go, and I know, and I understand, and when it fits into my schedule properly, I will make it, and I will probably make it annually eventually. So I think that that's definitely the type of thing that I look forward to doing eventually. So, a spectacular. Are you going to come to the Tucson show in January? I should have you and Silver Dragon, and just like we'll have like a whole YouTube like mashup thing there. You know, I might. I don't know if the coin. I don't know if the Coin Show podcast guys, if Matt and Mike are going to come to the Tucson show or not. I need to talk to them again. They were, if it fits in their schedule, they're going to. But they're working on trying to salvage a show in Indianapolis. So there's that. I'm pretty sure that the Indy 500 is either going to start or finish at their coin show. So they've got some pretty good stuff in the works there. So, all right. Eddie's asking if I have a video of my personal favorite coins for my collection. I've done some stuff. I don't really like it's. I'm a weird cat. Like I have some stuff probably tucked away that's not really that interesting, but maybe I'll go ahead and start. Maybe I'll go ahead and make a few more videos about some fun stuff that I've tucked aside since. Lots of times it'll be stuff that's relatively inexpensive. I get that question a lot about the stuff you collect and what do you have and this and that. And it's like, I'm a little boring. And also because I have a shop, I just have learned that I've got to sell things. And lots of times, sometimes it's about the money, but other times it's just about finding a new home for something. So lots of times I'll have something that was not really for sale. And lots of dealers do this. So lots of dealers will have stuff that's kind of like not for sale, but then the right person comes around and they're like, you know what? I want you to have this. You should have this coin. And I think that's the type of thing that happens a lot of times with me. And eventually I've tried to not become attached to coins because I am a dealer. And otherwise, if I just did nothing but buy all the coins that I really, really like, like today at the show, it's like there's a lot of coins there, and I would buy most of them, but I was complaining that I don't have my own printing press. Come on, government. When are you going to just issue those? I want one. So what you want? All right. Here we go. So if I could just get my own printing press, then I would be able to buy all of the coins at the coin show, and I'd be pretty happy about that. And pretty soon it turns either into a sci-fi, like maybe not a sci-fi show. Maybe it turns more into just a really bad comedy. But if I can get Jack Black to play in my bad comedy, I would really like that. So I know one of you out there is friends with Jack Black, so please just tell him I can't wait for him to be involved in my next project. That would be great. That'd be fantastic. All right. Okay. So now we're talking about the Secret Service and stuff here in the chat. My computer is just dead in the water that should hold my chat for me to read. And I don't know that I can reread all of those words about buttons and things. And also, on my screen here, it is not showing up more than for just a second, or two. And I was trying to get it to where it'll pop up, but apparently that's just gonna not happen here. I don't know why not. All right. So, any cool stuff the other dealers had? Awesome question. Yes. Holy shnikes. I'm getting texted over here. All right, so future coin market. Someone tell me I need someone. I don't have a moderator. Hey, moderator. I'm going to talk to my phone here. Hey, moderator, send me some questions here. Let me see what's going on here. My wife is talking to me, apparently. That's important, right? Is that what we do now? We take texts during the middle of live streams? Somebody get a professional helper here. So, cool stuff that other dealers had. So I bought a few things. So next week I'll have a full coin show review, and I'll have a new purchases. There was lots of very interesting things there to look at. And let me see. What did I really enjoy? I bought a couple of gold beaned coins for some customers that they had asked for. And I bought a white label NGC holder that a customer was asking about. I bought a $5 educational beginner grade, low grade. That is something I picked up. There was not a lot of paper money there. And but we sold a little bit of everything. I sold ancients, I sold paper money, I sold US stuff. So all of those things were definitely selling. All right, what's next here? Yes, guys, I'm comfortable. The comment section. Honestly, I've had people just tell me not to have comments on when I do this. They're just not wrong. But this is, I mean, honestly, live streams take different formats, right? Some live streams are just very informational, off topic, and some live streams are basically, you know what? It's been months since I've done a live stream. I've had a lot of you ask for live streams, and so here I am, and I put some time aside. So I need to tell my wife that I can't see her comments. I don't know what's going on here. Any fun Mexican stuff at the show? I had a number of people come by the show and ask me for Mexican coins. I had a few. I didn't see anything too fancy. So did you see any classic commemoratives? Nice. There was some nice classic commemoratives. By the way, for those of you, I'm telling you right now, come to the Tucson Coin Show in January. I'm putting together a list of places that fly direct to Tucson. There's a lot of places that fly direct, and even if not direct, like if it takes you one plane jump, like for me to get to Carson City, I had to go Vegas to Reno, but that's fine. You know, if you're flying Southwest, it's usually not that expensive. And the dealers that are at the show that I was at today have some really, really nice stuff. And, you know, I saw all kinds of really nice classic commemoratives. Lots of nice gold beans, lots of CSCG coins. Oh man, so yes, someone else, 1960, MS67, 1964 toned Roosevelt time. Good. Thank you forever. If you showed up at the show, say hi. That's awesome. Jacob, very good. I hope I said hi to you or you said hi to me. Actually, the show was pretty well attended, but it's hard to say how many people there when there's only 100 people. Any cool walkers there? Just got my first MS66 today. Okay, so like I sold an MS66 plus 36D to a dealer today, and he thought it was an excellent coin. It was CAC certified, PCGS certified 66 plus with a CAC green bean, and he really, really liked it. So, all right. So, okay, I need to ignore my phone also. So, love you, babe. All right, here we go. Yeah, I wish I had a budget for more things also. Coin that most impressed me that I've held. Well, a few years ago, I got to hold the 1804 silver dollar, so that's kind of hard to beat. Very, very much so hard to beat. And then what else? There's just so many fun things. Like people think of always like the rare and expensive stuff. I mean, that's what I went to first, right? But like today I bought a few ancients and old annex soapbox holders. And so I just find the history of coin collecting kind of fascinating within my lifetime. So when I see things like older holders from different companies that have coins you don't normally see, I find those to be just kind of fun little tidbits that you can pick up that usually aren't too expensive. And you do collector shows, should I start buying or selling? I didn't catch that. Amen. All right. So, buying and selling, going to shows, having more money. Let's talk about these things really quick. Yeah, I do need a moderator. You're right about that. Look at that. I'll figure this out eventually here. So the coin, this is not going well. So if you're new to a coin show, the nice thing about a coin show is just to go and experience the show. Go and look at the stuff, see things you've never seen before. And typically you can find time, and dealers will usually make time for you to talk to them about whatever they've got going on. So um, if you have just questions about anything, what you can do is you can find people who are specializing in coins or currency or things like that. Um, that is something that's really nice about a coin show, is finding people who specialize, who can answer questions for you. Personally, most dealers at shows buy and sell at the same time. That is a thing. Um, Thoughts on the future of a graded market? Thank you, Morgan. Graded market. Oh, keep on, man. Hold on, Snoopy. I'll get to your question. So the Morgan market is always, I think, going to be one of those top dogs in the marketplace where people are just drawn to Morgans. And so I think the big question for the future of the graded Morgan market isn't whether Morgans, how they're going to hold up. It's kind of more like the weirdness about the overall grading market. I did a video a couple weeks ago about the grading market, and that video, a lot of people watch that because it's an interesting topic and it's an important topic. And so trying to kind of find your way through, especially as a new collector, trying to find your way through all of the different things that happen within the grading market can be really tedious and like overwhelming and stuff. So, I think the thing to do really is just, once again, as a community as a whole, we spend enough time together. If you're collecting and you have time to be around other collectors, like if you don't have a good coin show near you or coin dealers, hopefully you have a coin club that's within driving distance. Most coin clubs meet once or twice a month. So if you can just go, and once a month talk to more experienced collectors and ask them questions, that is really the thing to do, right? That's really a good way to learn more about Morgans and Morgan dollars, especially because that's really a common collected area. So I think that we will see things go up in value over time, over the long term. I just think that's the way the world works. Someone's asking about the vault door in the men's bathroom. Yes. That's the good stuff right there. Lots of questions about green beans and NGC and PCGS. That's definitely its own topic for probably its own video for another time. I'll have to try to remember. Someone email me, please. So I need help. I got to go around the museum and go underneath the building and not literally on top of the building, but I got to go look around at some stuff, and it was really cool. The museum itself is definitely worth going to. Carson City is definitely worth going to. And so if you're, I just think if you're anywhere out west and you get a chance, you should absolutely go. So, well, see, listen, if you're in Florida still, just go to bed. This is my comment for you right now. You're up past your bedtime. Does your mom know you're spending money on YouTube? Seriously. Boom. So more questions about coins and coin grading. We've got there's some dealers there that had almost entirely only CAC graded coins, and but for a lot of guys, they're still kind of dealing in whatever's in front of them. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm gonna have to turn comments off. This is really nice until other guys show up and just start kind of like pushing you around a little bit. So, coins. I'm like, I can go mess up someone else's live stream and talk to them about bullion and stuff. All right. So, the Carson City the museum, the State Museum is beautiful, worth checking out. Absolutely one of my favorite museums I've been to. They have a a mine area you go down into, and it's really cool. All right. See, this is this is it. There are a lot of Carson City coins that weren't Morgan's there. I love Carson City. Okay, thanks for that, Shoeless, that comment. Yeah, so a lot of people focus on Carson City dollars, and when you look at the wide variety of Carson City coins that are collected and collectible, there's a ton of them that are really inexpensive and circulated great. So there's plenty of dimes. Even some of the 20-cent pieces aren't too bad, well worn, but there's plenty of dimes and quarters that are Carson City Mint coins that are not that expensive. So it's a fun area. It's a fun area to collect, and not just dollars. And then there's the $5 and $10 and $20 gold pieces and all that stuff. So, but the other thing. Hi, thanks for joining. Earthquake. Okay, we're good. The other thing that was fun about just being in Carson City is there's lots of nice little food places. Lots of nice little food places just up and down in this area. It's like lots of places that have, kind of a cool, funky old downtown. But I'll have to do the food review too. Well, I'll do a food review right now. I went to a place called, shoot, did I already forget what it's called? The Nashville Social Club, or the Tennessee Social Club. I think it's the Nashville Social Club. And had a Tennessee hot chicken sandwich with mac and cheese. It was excellent. Excellent. And then I had went to a place called the Basil, which is a Thai restaurant, and it was very, very good. And they had some amazing Thai milk tea, which is like a thing. And I had my first Thai salad. What's it called? Thai something salad, vegetable salad. Apparently, it's like super popular, and I had never had one before, and it was really tasty. And then today I went to a place called Sassafras. And Sassafras is like on the edge of town. Okay, I can't. Oh, my vision. Hey, Ian, is it Ian? Liam? Gabriel, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. So Sassafras, everything that's on like on the edge of town, it takes you like 8 minutes to get to the edge of town. So that's what's fun about a place like this. And Sassafras had all kinds of like funky stuff. And I think I had like a lamb burger, which was basically like a gyro meets a burger. They had like a cucumber kind of tzatziki slaw on top of it. It was good. It was good. And so next year, if I can bring my family, I will. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it all out. Okay. So the next thing that I need to say is I've got to get out of here because you guys are just killing me today. And I want to thank everyone for being here. Next week, we'll have a full coin show review. And we will have, I hope to eventually do a video about the Carson City Mint Museum. I do. It's like one or two basic things I wanted to say, and I totally forgot them. So at the Mint, you can get medallions basically minted by the machine. So I was there and had a couple minted, and I will be taking one of them will be going up for auction, and when we do the charity stuff for the coin show in January. So I'm going to be doing that then and there. And for those of you who are watching this video, this is too late. There's no way you made it this long in the video if you just like watched it but didn't watch it live. I'm sorry, and just we'll try to have the chats off or a moderator next time. So anyway, well, hopefully I'll make an actual video about the Mint. We'll see what happens with that. I got a lot of information, some different footage, but it's feeling a little disjointed in my head. But my entire head's disjointed right now because I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go get some sleep, and you guys tomorrow when I go back and try to review all of the comments, I'm just gonna cry. So all right, you guys, go find another channel to taunt. Is that how this works? We go to live stream from live stream and taunt people. It's good. It's good. What's the American way? Absolutely. So, props. and we'll catch you all guys next time. Thanks for being here. Cheers. Oh no, so bad, so bad.